And we back in the place to be. Back in the place to be. Somebody's like, get these guidelines all the way together for me up here. Like, am I allowed to have no shirt on? Well, this is my body transformation journey. And I always was like, one day I'm going to make a decision to take my body to the next level, like when I played sports, or like when I was locked up that one time and I was focused and serious about working out. Like chest, arms, you feel me? I'm black, so there's, you know, an amazing base to work with. The results will probably be instant. Should I do a few push-ups and show you? No, we'll wait because it only take me 5 minutes to get buff. You ain't got no pension, you ain't got no life insurance, you don't have no businesses, you don't have no family property. Yeah. Last night process, you saw. Today, engaged. Yeah, engaged. Good engagement. Outside of my normal pool of I don't know, you call them associates, I call them attackers. Because they're just always attacking me because something that they want from me and something that I have that they want. And that's not fair. And it's you who thinks of these things, not me. So surprise, it took me a little while to like understand how you bitches think. It's so sad, you know, and been praying for you, you know, been hoping and empathetic and forgiving and willing to partner with you still. And us, like, you know, figuring out if it's a fucking chop, bitch. Excuse me. And let it all hang out and let it all fall out. Because you have to understand that I do have anger and rage does come out when y'all trigger me. I just have self-control because I'm not high out of my mind. First of all, for the bitch that's like, oh, just hide him in the no, bitch. Okay? Your mama was high. Hell. Okay? No. You be high, bitch. Okay? Y'all bitches be high on the devil. Like, bitch, you can't even recall your nights. And you didn't even have a drink. Girl, what happened? You linked up with somebody, and that's the last thing you remember. Your spirit was like, we got one. All right, bitch, move. I'm here. Like, why isn't y'all's prayer and why isn't your go-to? I hope he got in this giddy stuff so the legacy is not tarnished, the wealth is not lost, and he can pass something on to his community and his sister. That should be your one. That should be your gospel. Our eyes should be so focused on this transfer of power, wealth, and social like, get it together, bitch. But yeah, and walked around outside and, you know, just reacted with, you know, just anything that I didn't like. Shador Sanders. People staring, I don't like that shit. Go off and leave. Come back. When the gay boy, you started following me. I was talking about, are you following me? He's like, no, I'm going to the store this way. It's like, no, well, you going that way, and I bust you, and now you like standing like, you feel me? Because I'm asking you in front of people. Yeah, because that's how I get down. Yeah. So what you, y'all figures, not wanting people to really know what's going on with y'all. It's understandable because even though y'all are flaming, but y'all still all have a down lowness to how you move because it's just the structure of it. You know, the people who groomed you, the ones that you are looking for, the ones that you change for, the ones that I don't, the ones that change for me. No, nigga. Yeah, mama. Yeah, from a pussy. Yeah, we are not the same. Okay, and I'm okay with everybody knowing that. It's like, of course, you're okay with everybody knowing that because you don't have to be no. Because I would get No. It's not that you get fucked. It's that you can't fuck.
Long story short, the Atlanta Falcons.
Because if you but you know I'm an eat. But it's it could all be so simple.
But he was the
But
son.
you'd rather make it hard. Loving you is like better. We've opened up stone. Tell me who I have to be. You could be this nigga. Don't let me. They say that's not what you give. You're very kind. Yes, I know. But in hindsight, girl, I don't mind being nice to you because in hindsight, I can sit with myself and we can just go back and relive that whole thing. And bitch, we could read you right here, right now, and I'll be like, okay, it's good enough for me. Bitch, you ain't never gonna add nothing real to no dialogue anyway, so I don't need you. You add it, how? Actually, I prefer the distance because my words will get to you because of they're my words. I'm sorry if you don't know who the fuck you are, mama, but don't ever get it twisted, bitch.
There is a world where I think somebody has a decent case in suing for like
I'm better than you.
The fuck? You embarrassed me because my information was breached and leaked.
They're like, do you hear the trash yelling at us? I'm better than you. This motherfucker is a good cry. You can find a better way to say that. God, I wish I can say it how I feel. God, help me say it how I feel. Thank you, Sarah. Or they just said that your daddy is stepping down. They said maybe because of you know the rise of the Diddy trial and things. But he and I at the same time said I really don't think that America's Bishop is going to be on any of those Diddy tapes. And if so, Diddy needs to go.
And they pranked her talking about Michael P. Jordan because passed away and Angela damn near had a connection and a heart attack.
That was not. That was.
There was no difference in what the two did. Now,
there was intention behind that. If that is the case.
He is
okay, and Confucia and all of our leaders, all of the leaders that don't represent what I represent. A bad boy, and I already told you this case was coming up, and the energy was we gonna act bad, act bad, act as bad as you want. Act bad, act as bad as you want. Well, you try to go into a bad boy era because you know you were about to go into a bad boy era.
It's called dumb.
Because I never heard so much tea on your albums.
It's called dumb. So somebody says, pranking your family and pranking someone else you don't know is the difference. I mean, at this point now we're splitting hairs. I think the point that I was trying to make about bringing up into the message is the simple fact that these kids, him or Angela Bassett's kids, or this generation.
It's summertime, Bridgeport, Washington Park, so you feel me? Vroom, 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 vroom. But you know, vroom, vrooms don't bother us because we have been vroom so much that we couldn't hear vrooms no more. Like my doctor's office, one of the machines sounds like a horn that's just being honked, but lowly. And you're like, am I hearing a constant horn? So no, that's that machine. They can't hear it. They're like, what? They can't hear it. So I'm like, imagine how many people honk at them and they don't hear it because that machine sounds like a horn. And they have blocked out that sound. Like, bitch, I don't even hear that no more. So yeah, when y'all be talking, I be over talking y'all because yeah, I don't hear that shit no more. Oh, my bad, and keep doing it because there again, you will want something, but your body will react a whole different way. But you got to understand, this game that I'm at the top of the game, bitch. I'm on the cover of the game. Okay. Yeah, I'm the avatar for the game. that everybody want to use because I'm more universal. You know what I mean? Because they don't want to just go and be vampires all night, girl. They want to, okay, like, bitch, yeah. Let me hop in. Actually, let me top some shit down real quick because, oh, yeah, because, okay. Because don't forget that you did. I said, oh, but they might have you feeling insecure and fucked up too and be like, oh, no, because what you mean you can't take it? Your profile said looking for a big hello. They say, yeah, but and it's not, I'm just like, y'all gotta cut that out because I'm like, yeah, but like, so what's wrong with all right, everybody that's bigger than me step up, but what's wrong with you?
If it was anybody else,
I was like, listen, all you need is a John. Bitch, you better get you one of these, girl. Listen, we didn't have no lube, girl. He made something out of nothing. I said, girl, that's just probably just, okay, that's just probably loom. I was a little filthy, but I'm fully vaccinated. I take medications, and then I take like preventative after pills and shit like that. So, yeah. But hepatitis, you can catch that from ass. Yeah, but yeah, I'm immune to hepatitis. Yeah, I knew that already, but my doctor just ran that by me. She's like, and she's like, well, you only need like 4 more vaccines, well, 3, but you know, I want you to have a new one of this one because I don't like the one you had of that one. They just like vaccine. They're just like vaccine. It's like, oh, what they mentioned vaccines a lot to you, babe. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And I do believe in vaccines. That get my body accustomed to something so that it can't take me out. Thank you. But yeah, what are they talking? They said shingles. I was like, shingles. I mean, I know people catch shingles. Mom was, you don't want to catch shingles, Mom. It's like, okay, but she's like, shingles gonna make you feel sick, and shingles gonna make your arm really hurt. And then she was like, some other one. She was like, yeah, that's gonna make you feel sick. So you're gonna get 4, but 2 of them is you're gonna be out of commission for a day or 2. She's like, this arm is gonna hurt. You won't be able to live it up, and she's like, and you're gonna feel sick from those. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, I don't give a fuck about shingles and so. But she's just like, listen, you rub against somebody, say something, I don't know, bro. So I was like, yeah, just give me all the vaccines, bitch. She said, you want another COVID one? Because you got a COVID with two boosters. I'm like, no, I'm fine. Because if I catch some new strand it's that different that my body can't recognize it from now, I'm good. Because then you're going to have to keep giving me the new and the other. Girl, please. Okay, you might as well put it as a Tylenol, bitch, so we can just buy the pill. We're going to take it like that. Shaking your ass all in front of your. Everybody, you're cute. Thank you. Okay, I know. You feel me? I'm okay. I'm good enough. You feel me? Enough is enough. God did a good job. I'm very happy. Now, if I get dressed and try, it would be even more happier. But hold on though, because patiently waiting, girl. Complaints to who? Not to God. Not to where I'm at. Grateful, girl. A floor, a couch, a bed. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good enough. 4. The time that God allows that. But a prophet using a rock as a pillow, alone in a cave, and girl, you having too much fun to get you out of it. And then when you come out, you got a word that got everybody. God, like, all right, I gotta send you back in. God pop you out, all right, and have to hide you. Because it tells you when to come out and when to hide. Like that's the words he used. Because God would be like, yeah, because when they really do be on it, we just put you away, girl. Like, period. Mm-hmm. Not like away in like, the system, because then, girl, they got you. Because bitches are coming to work to do demolition or the fall apart everything. Okay. Oh, my track fell out, bitch. My lap, bro. Oh, my motherfucking car. On with my team. My wife. Everything. It's like, well, you're gonna have to stop and really think about who, because these girls are. So look. a repeat offender myself. And God will pull me right back up. Oh my God, here we are again. It's like, well, I guess this is my chance to do it better. And just like, it was a little better. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna give you 4 months. All right, lock him up.
Freeway and the Young Guns.
They're gonna be like, oh well, you was smoking. It's like, yeah, because I needed to get laid. Because ain't nobody taking no horse dick without a pill or a potion. Yeah, I promise I won't be an addict, and I promise I won't be getting all the time. But yeah, baby, because I don't want things that I don't want things that I shouldn't have and that I'm not attracted to start becoming attractive. Especially when your little teenagers are always in my inbox and getting sent the fuck up the street. Okay. Everything want to pop something new, girl. I don't. I needed experience, and like I needed overly experience, girl. I needed to give me. Is that all you got? Energy. Okay. But what up? Nah. Yeah. What's wrong with you, Nick? That's the type of energy. Okay. But listen. But the little boys would be wanting a little boy, though. You feel me? The little boys do want little boys. Okay. Boys do want little boys. And they be little bitchy boys inside. Little bitchy boys inside. I just want to get banged.
There is a video circulating of guys.
I don't know if you realized, because maybe you don't have realized, but this is about what I want, because I'm on a sabbatical. I'm pleasing myself. You know what? Because I haven't had nothing to eat. So I was like, let me pig out. And then be like, but and then the girls you pick out with be trying to shame you. They got pick only because I gotta find something I can say. Only because, bitch, I didn't get the whole shit in the takeout. Bitch, I'm a Uber Eats. Bitch, did you pay me? Did you get on my nerves? Right. Did I like you a lot and still make you wait? Yes, I have to see how you are. And look, because I'm an OG, baby. I'm not going to give you a roadblock or a stumbling block to trip you up like a typical OG. I ain't going to test you like that, girl. I'm going to just wait until it's testing time. And I bet, oh, here we go. It's a little. And what's the test? I'm like, and when the demon hops in the driver's seat, do I see you start to battle yourself to get the bitch out the seat? So you feel me by my bad, because I was just, my mind was going somewhere, and I was just give me get a glass of water or something. No. But when bitches do that, you be like, okay, I like talking to you. I was like, oh, and here it comes, but it came and sat really like, you feel me? Like this pop, and it just looking like marvel at me and worship at me, because bitch, you see the difference. I'm like, yeah, he does look better when you get inside of him. Man, it's no shame. And because now he's paying me nooch and he's giving me like he's better. And and I'm like, yes, and then pops out. And it's like, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. That's what it is. But that's what they were saying before, though. It's just more confirmation. It's because, like, you feel me? We're unevenly yoked. Because I'm really, like, you feel me? Like, shit that stars are made out of. And that's not celebrities, like consolation. Like when it leaves from here, when this star explodes and it leaves from there, it's going to its next destination. Okay? It's going to create another galaxy. It's going to continue. And that's the difference is that, you know, and letting the girls know. so that the girls really do know. Because hold up, because God is universal. He wants some of every kind of person. It is going to be a struggle for us, because but to whom much is given, baby, so gifted, baby, girl, they have to really go through a lot of things and become ugly to be powerful with their magics. Okay, first, I was born with the wine. Okay, and I'm thinking it is the elder one, but you think the elder one's probably like 50. God is like, oh, and it's like, nah, because you know that who those times they be like, 10 and a half. And real nigga shit, and they be like, I be like, and everybody know, but they like, it must be. I said, I think the difference is that once I get into something, then we again, it's a da-da-da, but then it's like, no. You ain't gonna never really see it until I really see it. But listen, that's what I'm telling y'all, girls. You play too much, okay? You need to come with that ready open. Warming up bitches that don't even cool down, bitch. You're trying to present that you're cool though and cool down, girl. And no engine been running because lucky. It's like, and it's because he has a lot of. He said, well, he did it. It was a struggle more than it was an enjoy, because I was like, come on now, please just take it. Please. And thank no. I'm only half. Like, just no. But what's going on? But figure it out. It's like, because in the end, I'm gonna read you while I'm from the back end. It's like, listen, just don't be letting niggas playing this shit if they don't know what they're doing. Because now somebody really know what they're doing, and you talking about because it's given I can't, and I'm like, girl, you can't. Okay, okay. But whatever you, bitch, it ain't my mother. Honestly, though. I said, but I really tried for you. I say you that because bitch, I would have been. It finally was like, I was like, no, for real, because you was saying no, but it was like a long time, and then it was just like, oh, I was just like, okay, I thought that was gonna come an hour ago, but you really don't know. Like, because okay, because then I just had to pick out real quick, and it was like, and engine started. It's like, the issue is that when you're starting your engine, the fluids are getting jammed, and it is because your machine is not getting properly oiled, or the type of oil you're using. Are you using like alcohol-based solutions, or you use like gels and creams too? Make sure your shit is moisturized. Wipe that lube off immediately, girl. Bitches be having chapped dick and coochies. You're like, oh, it's because every day bitches is being drenched in alcohol from your lubrication. Yeah. I don't like lubrication because that I could get a little gel for the but I'm not. The only time I'm like really touchy for myself is if I'm with the geek monsters. No, you could head out to because that will because if people because they get high in their mind to do some wild shit, girl. It's like, no, you okay? That's it. Okay, because and then give people the most basic instruction. But if it's nipple, is it me? But get it. It's like a couple 20, 30 seconds, minute so lazy I ain't shit. I'm like, you ain't do it. You know what I mean? And then be like, and I'm just be like, and you think that I don't know? You think I was just throwing out? I tell all you know what time it is, girl. I don't want you. So, what the fuck time it is, girl? Talking about I want
A lot of
to,
people
and
saying more. You got people saying same. So it looks to be like a 60-40. Like 60-40, people saying more. People say, okay, it's getting a little deeper. People saying more. They're doing it to go viral.
and then introducing you to people and then trying to talk to you weird, like around them. No, talk out loud of that. No eye contact. No. And I'm like, you're a basketball. And it's like, okay, but I don't think you did. I said, but it makes sense, okay? But if you would have been engaged with a bitch, it probably would have been, oh, that boy stalled.
Velocity,
but
they would have understood
be looking for issues. But then they gagged. It's like, yeah, but he's not even smoking. I was like, because I don't smoke. So like, if I take a puff, bitch, I'm good. It's like, and that is probably a problem because yeah, y'all bitches don't have me. And bitch, and I know I'm not. And then just hit the weed and do some edibles and we'll spend a day or two not fasting for God, but it's taking a break. Okay. And pop my shit. And
what happens when you take a water like that, they would have.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I want to lose the stomach, and then I'm going to be eating and gaining the weight. But first, yeah, that, which we did. I mean, it's going. I mean, I'm fine with that. But I know what it can get. And for me being someone who is getting in older age, I'm only really like out of shape because I was locked up for 4 months and I was very depressed. I didn't do one push-up, and I got fat. And I've never gotten fat before. Last time I ate a lot, but I worked out a lot, so I came out like, and I was like, damn, I ain't never been like this. You know what I mean? And smoke that off. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. If on your way to help somebody, you see somebody who needs more help,
I see like an outline. See an outline. Cheeks, caking. Waist, 21 years old waist.
I even listen to the
chest, percolating. Arms, everybody grabbing. Okay. Shoulder blades, light, but nothing like too light for me because I still need it to be like slightly cunt because you feel me? Like I'm a cunt daddy. Like, we never really worked out a lot because I always tried to keep it more dark skin and vid, like just slim and get. Because a bitch could put on a bitchy little thing and be and with no boobies and be like, yeah, you giving it, girl. You gotta go to the call. They be like, I'm looking for a femme or a trans girl. I'm like, I could. They be like, boy, shut up. But shout out to the times where I was just like, and was just like, and did that. Top in my little feminine gear, but you feel me? Because I'm still getting my mind together, like being like, you feel me? I'm like letting it, it kind of, but normally it's just like trying to get my mind together, like in this, like you feel me? Like, and it's not that you're doing it, and it's just like.
Let me tell you something. This gonna be
I've never, you know, so to be experimenting and getting into it, and it happened, and me kind of seeing, not having like that perfect top match though sucks, but just kind of seeing like what it could be. I'm like, okay, I'm happy that I made the decision to try to be verse, but I had to like with a toy myself train myself because I wasn't about to have people damaging and fucking up my shit. Okay, so when they be whining, it's because I know.
Shit by law, but I watch enough Law and Order, and I'm probably better, and I got good emotional intelligence, and I'm very intuitive from the gods, the Native American people. You know, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Them lawyers put that notation. They said, Diddy, there's no way you're getting off on a I didn't do it. They got you doing it, and you did it. Now we just have to explain. If we can't explain the fact of why you were doing it, or we can't explain you out of it, then we've got to explain. Okay, we know he did it. But that's what this is. This position is
He said I got
Yes,
lift weights.
we know he did it. But
I need to get a bench then, because I'm not trying to go to the gym every time I want to bench. I might have to bench a couple times a day. I used to weight lift in high school. I mean, it was a lot of standing around and looking at niggas. Because I was just like, because you had to go in there for the time that you had to go in there. But I was like, girl, couldn't wait to get the fuck up out of it. A couple of these. A couple of squats. The squats was hard. Girl, it's like, you need more ass, baby. So if you would have started squatting in high school, girl, you would have been Buffy the Body. I don't really want to engage with anybody. And I think I'm gonna keep it.
Really has the reasoning skills of a 13-year-old boy. Then they're gonna bring in the pimp from the neighborhood and say the mama was letting the neighbors play all between his legs and in his butt. And they go, I mean, listen, it's a long shot. It is a long shot.
It's a long
There's
shot.
a way this thing can happen. You see how I just cooked up all that? And I need to be quiet because Shonda Rhimes told me when she wrote Scandal about me, she said, once you get popular, once I take your gift and I write a whole series about it, you can't use your powers for that. Because y'all didn't know Kerry Washington was based on my ability to see. That's a whole other story, and I'm going to save that for my memoir or whatever. But speaking of people being nasty and tell people in between their legs and in their butt, it don't get no worse than this, y'all. Dad, I don't know how much the disgraced Republican politician is germane to the story, because he's just some little local politician. But John Jessup is sentenced for raping his daughter during her 21st birthday trip. My Lord.
Huh?
It said, politician from Indiana who was elected to local office despite disturbing allegations has been sentenced to 6 to 15 years in prison after admitting to sexually assaulting his daughter during her 21st birthday celebration. The former Hancock County Commissioner took his daughter Rachel Kingsland to Harrah's, Las Vegas in January 2024 for what was supposed to be a milestone birthday trip. Instead, prosecutors say Jessup pushed her to drink excessively, giving her multiple Long Island iced teas despite her.
Did he raise her?
And later assaulted her after she passed out in the hotel room.
Was he too drunk? There's so many bitches in Las Vegas, nigga. You could have went and got a prostitute. You fuck your daughter?
It was there she fell.
You rape your daughter?
And woke up to find her daddy in between her
She woke up with her daddy between her legs?
He stopped
on the Vegas trip?
As part of the plea deal, Jessup pleads guilty to attempted sexual assault.
That's crazy.
He's also barred from contacting his daughter or other family members and must register as a sex offender. Y'all, this is low down. And I'm gonna tell you something. You know,
not much. I was cleaning up too, chilling with my dog. It's been a pretty chill day.
How long were you plotting this? How long were you sitting somewhere beating off to the thought of your daughter? This was so premeditated that it's disgusting. This is so premeditated.
Yeah, we will be fired together.
Disgusting. And honestly, truthfully, there's something wrong with that sentencing. The sentencing shouldn't have been 6 to 15. It should have been 20 to 45. If I'm being honest, it should have been or 15 to 30. The fact that he can potentially get off on 6 years. Bitch, I've been in Miami for 7 years, and that flew by. It feels like I only moved back to Miami for 3 years. So 6 years is not enough. And you have that to me. To feed your daughter liquor, knowing that this is what you got to do. And what's even more sad is, while your daughter was passed out, why didn't you just go down?
How'd you know I would like an asshole?
And get a hook? Baby, when I did down to the bar, Vegas. No, not down to the bar. When we went and saw Anita Baker.
Maybe one day I'll find out.
In Vegas. He a pretty place to sit down to the bar the young lady came and sat down next to me, and we just started talking. She
Yeah.
was like, "Y'all got to you want to have a good time tonight?"
Yeah, how can I
So
help
I knew what time it was, and so
Question.
cut the shit up and look, I'm gay. That girl looked at me and said, "Child, that don't matter. Do you want to have a good time tonight?" I said, "You know what? Work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. Get money, bitch. Okay, get money, bitch. Okay." With that being said, he could have went downstairs and got some $40 coochie for his baby, so $140. He could have went downstairs and got some $140 coochie, put it in any hole he wanted to put it in.
Yep.
You could have used that money that you was feeding your daughter Long Island iced teas with and gave that to the hookers. But you tried to climb on top of your daughter. You
Oh,
nasty.
he said the same thing I said.
You nasty. You nasty, and there's no level. And don't get me wrong. When I went to Florida State University, got my degree in economics, and people didn't teach me nothing about family counseling and therapy.
Maybe
But I am of the belief.
the right one.
I am of the belief
The
that there's not an amount of therapy alive to help somebody process. I know this don't make it better. I can almost wrap my head around.
why are you cussing him out?
She was asleep. The daddy stumbled in drunk and, fell on top of her. Not that that's any better, but I can almost wrap my head around that. What I can't wrap my head around is you getting your daughter drunk with the intention of taking advantage of her sexually. This girl is never going to feel safe again with no man or with anybody. I'm going to tell you something. Not that I know from experience, well, on a certain level of it that I do, but when you are violated by one of the two people who are put on this planet to be your ultimate protectors, you lose trust in all humanity, anything and everything. There is no way possible that this girl could ever have faith in a husband, a boyfriend, a brother, or any type of man, because her father, the one man that's supposed to be true to her in all things, if your father can do this to you, then what can a man off the street? I feel bad for her. There's just no coming back from something like this. Ruined her life. She ain't gonna never be able to have no healthy relationship with somebody. And her face is plastered on the news. Really? This was how this girl had to go to work the next week, knowing that everybody knew her daughter, her daddy tried to play in between her legs and in her butt.
Mm.
Now the mamas gotta watch their damn children. Now the mamas gotta watch their children from the daddies. Now the mamas gotta watch their children
Always did.
from the daddies.
Always did have to watch him. What you talking about?
Nia Thornton was recently seen in Atlanta. I mean, well, she is now.
Don't nobody care about what Nia's doing.
She was at Kelly Farrell's brunch. Let me explain something to y'all.
And there's no shade. If Mia popped up, then we could be like, oh, but like, okay, are they gonna use her or not?
Nia more than likely is going to end up on the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
No, that's good. Fine.
Her timing could not be more perfect. Potomac might have getting ready to start filming. Atlanta is currently playing, which means she's got the next 6 months while Atlanta is playing and doing their reunion. She's got the next 4 or 5 months to actually foster relationships with these girls. And then her opening scene when they start filming is, everybody knows I recently moved from Potomac, and guess what? I got a peach now. Me and Eve, we can finally be together. I don't have to stress from Gordon because he's in DC. And my girl Shamia, she did a great job showing me around Atlanta and breaking me in and introducing me to some folks. Shamila's been a really good friend in this family. She's been a mix. When, as much as y'all don't like Mia versus those that do like Mia, y'all gotta admit it does kind of make sense. It does. It does. Her and Kelly look like sisters. It's gonna happen at a minimum. Listen, she's already vetted. She already passed HR and security. We already know how she acts on camera. It makes them not have to cast next season. And she's got a storyline. I left Gordon. Gordon is still broke up in DC, acting up, and now me and Ink are trying to be together here in Atlanta. She got a whole storyline. I just want to see it happen for the pomp and circumstance of it all. I just want to see it happen just to say it was possible that it happened. Speaking of reality shows, Scott Dixon and Chloe, when they not hunching, because y'all know they hunching allegedly, um, they are executive producing a new reality series called Calabasas Behind the Gate with Scott Dixon. This time, Chloe's leading charge of the new series that offers a peek behind the scenes of Calabasas, which is ultimately what all these Real Housewives franchises were supposed to be. The show will not focus solely on the Kardashian-Jenner clan. Instead, the lens will shift to the people surrounding them, such as neighbors and old friends, giving us a glimpse into their lives and their inner circle. And it's unknown at this moment how much Chloe and Scott will be involved. So, in short, guys, they're about to start their own Real Housewives of California or whatever, propping themselves up as friends of the show to give the show some momentum and some pull out here in the streets. And I don't know. I mean, I think it's always interesting to see how rich people live or whatever. That's what all of these housewives shows started out and was supposed to be. They've all kind of morphed into something else. But it could be interesting to see what they come up with. Y'all saying no, but I'm gonna give it a try. Just one more try. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. This go around, I'm just telling y'all the black people. It's like 5 or 6 people getting inducted. But Salt and Pepper, along with Cinderella and Outkast, are the black people who are part of this year's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. And it's weird because I scrolled through Instagram together back then. I'm a little young for Salt and Pepper. Like, of course, I know, do you really want me, baby? And I know What a Man, and I know, but I don't know like their early 80s stuff. I don't know. Somebody put together a montage of their albums and magazine covers and music videos and their tour gigs or whatever. And I did not realize how much Cinderella was like really the third member of Salt and Pepper, like for real, for real. And it actually pisses me off the way Spin got done and the way she wasn't, in that movie, in that documentary, the way she should have been. But I'm just glad to see that all 3 of them are, Cinderella name on it. And I just hope that I'm 41, bitch. And I'm too young to know Salt and Pepper like that. I'm 41. I'm too young. I stand by my statement. I'm 41. I was in 83. I was born. That's when they was really hot. But I hope that Cinderella go in there and cuss their ass out down to the lobby of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and be like, hey, bitch, I got an award off y'all hoes' name. And every time they come back and look up the artifacts from the previous civilization, my name will be in hieroglyphics on the wall next to y'all each. Now, how is that for legacy? My favorite Salt and Pepper is Do You Really Want Me, Baby? Who me a tease, brother, please, to just have them bad memories, like some skis doing the squeeze, had you on your hands and knees. Look, I am telling you straight out, that's not what I'm all about. I just be playing myself out if I spend the night at your house. Now, don't keep me wrong. I didn't mean to turn you on. We haven't known each other long, but this is my life, not just a song. Do you really want me, baby? Let me know. And I want to tell y'all something. Catch this tea.
It's
And
8
I know
o'clock.
that song on just riding in the car with my mama as a little boy going to the mall at the radio playing. That's how I know it. I was like in the third or fourth grade when that came out, baby. Who we are skis, brother, please. Just have been back. Yeah, get it. Ow. I love it. You know what my other rap song was during that time? Ooh, boy, I love you so. Never, ever, ever gonna let you go. Once I get my hands on you. I was in the third grade when I remember hearing that. Last but not least, I'm gonna get off the line. 300K fell off the bike of a Brinks truck in the Chicago suburb. A real life cash grab went down. A real life cash grab went down in the Chicago suburbs this week after an armored truck accidentally dropped hundreds of thousands of dollars onto the streets. And dozens of people wasted no time.
I need like full body, not a face.
The wild scene unfolded around 5:07 p.m. on Tuesday, April 22nd, when a Brinks security truck was driving south from Austin Boulevard, and somehow the truck's back door somehow swung open, sending 3 bags stuffed with cash spilling onto the road. When a Brinks employee returned to recover the money, it had been too late. Between 50 and 100 people had jumped into action, grabbing cash by the handful and fleeing on foot and in cars. The total loss is estimated at $300,000. Officials say no arrests have been made. Oak Park authorities are still investigating the incident, reviewing surveillance footage to the area. Girl, leaving people alone. Do y'all remember that time it happened in Miami? It happened in Miami one time in the 90s. The truck actually turned over on I-95, and the money fell from the expressway down onto the streets of Liberty City. And for those of you guys who aren't familiar with Liberty City, at the time, it was one of the poorest, most dangerous area codes, zip codes in Miami. So, you know, that's where the Pokemon projects is at. I'm sure y'all heard about all of that. With Trick and Treating from, them people needed that money. Could you imagine walking to the store to get some $9 and money started falling from the expressway? Or somebody said it happened on 285. Where else did the Brinks truck turn over? First of all, I'm gonna tell you, I don't believe that those just flung over. I believe Peanut got that good job, and the streets kept calling, and he said, "Be over here at the corner of Peachtree and Piedmont around 3 o'clock. We normally make our bank run. When that light turn red, they don't gonna flip open and bitch be ready." That's what I think happened. They say yeah, it was Overtown. I was living there when it happened. LaToya 20. All right, it was Overtown. The door on the Brinks truck don't just fly open. And I don't feel no way tired because the shit's insured anyway. But yeah, they're quiet as it's kept. They didn't take enough for me. But I guess Peanut said we just gonna let enough fall out. We just gonna let enough fall out for me not to lose my job. But they didn't let enough fall out. Baby, we needed 1.3 billion to fall out. Don't get me wrong, we ain't gonna look no gift horse in his mouth. It's 300,000 spread amongst 100 people that ain't got shit. That's a whole lot, baby. To keep you from getting evicted and catch up on the rent. But anywho, a lot of people are saying they want me to mention Jiggly Caliente. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I'm not one of the drag gays. I'm not one of the RuPaul's drag house gay, drag race gays. I've never like followed the show for real. I'm not going to sit here and say I've never seen it before because I have. I go to certain one of my friends' house, they have it on, and I never followed it. So I did not think that Jiggly Caliente would be relevant to my audience. But I am going to give you guys an image of who Jiggly Caliente was. This is her. She was on RuPaul's Drag Race. And guys, she recently passed from an infection. She was getting her leg amputated and things just went wrong. She was on season 4 of RuPaul's Drag Race. And here's a funny story. I think I was in New York when I did Watch What Happens Live for the first time, or not the first time, the only time. Candy took me to New York with her to do Watch What Happens Live. No, it wasn't that. It was the first Love and Hip Hop reunion. I was with Don Juan. When I went to New York to do the first Love and Hip Hop reunion, I was walking the streets of New York, and I walked into a fabric store. I was looking for something in particular. I can't remember what it was. But when I walked into the fabric store, Jiggly Caliente and her family or friends or whatever, they were in there. And she was girl. And I knew enough. I was like, hey, Jiggly girl, you just kind of wave and spoke like that. And that was the one off chance I ran into Jiggly Caliente. But as somebody's asking if she has diabetes, it's possible. I'm not sure. But days after a leg amputation, she died from a severe infection. So it definitely is giving a diabetes tease.
Yaraboko Shata.
Yeah. Anywho, rest in peace to Julie Caliente. You know, me and the Funky Bunch will definitely praying for your family's comfort during this time. And shouts out to everybody that's mourning over there at the Dragon family. It's always sad when somebody goes, especially unexpected. But anyway, I'm gonna get off the line. I'll call y'all hoes later. Bye.
You and I, oh baby, Priceline. So let me ride. Rock you back to sleep, babe. Ain't worry about your job. Call sick in the morning. Call sick in the morning. So I can get a little bit more of your love. Oh. What's going on? Outside was weird though, because the girls were like popping up and like, hi. You know what I mean? And like strategic, like, oh, you're so I'm fine. I look at myself all the time. I thought. Okay.
With the exception of anything that jeopardizes public health. Okay? This is why history is important, right? So, you know, there are moments in histories where large populations of society were eradicated from mumps, measles, bubonic plague, polio. These are all things that vaccines cure. And now we ain't dying from these. This is history. I don't understand how anybody who births a child and who is given the godly responsibility of protecting the child can be so into the conspiracy theories and the non-science of it all that you
damn mother.
And this is what happens. And here's the part of the mess up thing, right? In this moment, I want to yell out, I don't feel no way so bad. I do, right? Because I don't have a problem with I'm getting this pain. in this situation. But I can't even bring myself to say I don't feel no ways tired because there was a child who did not have a choice who died because of their parents' foolishness. It's hard. Didn't have to be. And the question that I now have is from members of this same community, are y'all still anti-vax? Or are you going to pretend to be anti-vax to fit in, but you really would have got your child vaccinated? For the parents that lost a child, do you still support anti-vaccinations? Are you still going to die on this hill of ignorance? Or whatever? Because there are some people who child will be dead and they'll still stand up in it.
I'm so sorry.
The reason why this is a story is because JFK.
I'm so sorry. God bless y'all.
Of an unvaccinated child. But after he praised this anti-vaccine.
Bookers in my chain. Peekaboo, 80 pointers like a Kobe game. Peekaboo, 7 6 tools, I make them bang. Peekaboo, popping out, you better smell my name. Peekaboo, put you foreigns on the 4-5. Peekaboo, cause you can't play if I'm doing pasta. Peekaboo, why you acting tough when I G live? Peekaboo, you know I know. Buff like rocker. Peekaboo, surprise. Bitch, that chicken cheese. Peekaboo, let me FaceTime my up. I'm on the street, peekaboo, yes, peekaboo. Some of the sleep, peekaboo, on the ground, I praise God and start stumping feet. Peekaboo, I just put some boogers in my chain. Peekaboo, 80 pointers like a Kobe game. Peekaboo, 7 6 tools, I make them bang. Peekaboo, popping out, you better smell my name. Peekaboo, put you foreigns on the 4-5. Peekaboo, cause you can't play if I'm doing pasta. Peekaboo, why you acting tough on IG Live? Peekaboo, you know my loop.
And look out, Caitlin Clark pushes Angel Reese, and Angel Reese gets right up into Caitlin Clark. Afterwards, there's something to say as Clark walks away. We know there are always increased eyeballs, energy, and attention around the matchups between Reese and Clark, and Angel Reese is still going after Caitlin Clark in the aftermath.
Everyone in the arena had to know this foul was coming. As soon as you saw Angel Reese wide open, you knew that Caitlin Clark was going to come in and take that foul.
Shown promising results in rabbits, sparking hope across the continent, showing early promise has now been frozen after a sudden order to halt trials despite a strong immune response from animals. We were getting quite good results, she said. Social media users are livid that the U.S. pulls funding on this promising African-led vaccine project, which many is calling a blow to scientific independence and global health justice. The brilliant project, backed by $45 million from USAID, was led by South African scientists and has been a breakthrough in Africa. This is sad. This is sad. It's extremely sad because there are people in the world who'd rather let people die in order to pad their P&L. That's number one. Number two, I think the bigger play is, and I didn't realize this until this election, I do think that there's a group of people that want everybody who's my color to die. I do think that, and now that I'm older, I'm not going to lie to you, I honestly think that AIDS was created. This is just me, this is my conspiracy theory, it's not rooted in any fact or truth. I think that somebody purposely created AIDS and dropped it on the continent of Africa in an effort to eradicate all black people, all African people starting here first, right? And much like COVID or whatever, it just got out of control. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely think that AIDS was a disease. A lot of people think that it was a disease, tailored to kill.
And I'm not either because I said what I said.
But I definitely think AIDS is purposely.
For everyone commenting, it's basketball is not that serious. Tell it to a player. They're not trying to hear that shit because it's their livelihood, and I'm not either because I said what I said.
That it was a man-made disease.
Every single time.
You
walk away like she ain't started.
On God's earth, why instead of pumping
Thank you for that food. Pork chop, rice. Try to eat the plantains. Just never been crazy about them. I mean, they taste good. I don't like sweet foods. I'm salty, savory. Yeah, salty and savory. I feel better. And it was a small portion too, because again, because I'm going to be gaining healthy weight. It won't be grits and oatmeal and soup.
So Boosie
Well,
honestly believes
and
that
you're going
Cassie, like
to mashed potato.
husband, now husband was a part of it, and this is getting real spicy.
It's only 156. That's all.
Footage right here.
That's all.
A video of her embracing her husband.
I want to be a protector. Cassandra Gibbs, those girls from that part of Connecticut. She looks like a baby. Especially when she get older.
But it's interesting. If you look at this video right here, you just see how she looks when she's just saying about something's just troubling her. She probably thinking about Diddy all the time. But just yesterday, never before seen footage of Cassie and Diddy in 2017 was just released. And look how happy she seems compared to how she is with her now husband. And she's so happy.
Yeah, Cassie's with this shit.
And this is in 2017, in the midst of all the craziness. She probably got packed out in that hotel before coming here. But what I'm saying is she looks like she's having the greatest time of her life. Look. See? That's wild. And his son probably knew all of that too. It's impossible for me to think that his sons didn't know anything. Come on. But where is this going?
Did it remind me of
See, look. Man, Cassie is having the time of her life. They can't sit up here and make you think that that's not the case. Like this. Look, she's really touching feely with it. Then you got Prince Montana out there with him. Come on, man.
the fuck is Diddy doing?
Yeah, that wild, man. This is just, I just can't believe it. Can't believe what I'm seeing. Yeah, Prince. Oh, there go that still. What are you on? Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, it looks like they having a time of their life. She was way more happier with Diddy than I've ever seen her with her husband, which she has kids by. So yeah, a lot of people are saying that she enjoyed all of this stuff. So yeah, but listen to what the Cassie's lawyer said after her testimony in the Diddy trial. It's interesting.
This week has been extremely challenging, but also remarkably empowering and healing for me. I hope that my testimony has given strength and a voice to other survivors that can help others who have suffered to speak up battle for the peace and fear. For me, the more I heal, the more I can remember. And the more I can remember, the more I will never forget. I want to thank my family and my advocates for their unwavering support, and I'm grateful for all the kindness and encouragement that I have received. I'm glad to put this chapter of my life to rest. As I turn to focus on the conclusion of my pregnancy, I ask for privacy for me and for my growing family.
Here, expert care begins with
Yeah, sure, mind
conversation.
your business, but she
Religion
just
like
asked.
history
You don't
is
have to.
rewriting your future.
This week,
She can
for
tell
the
us.
past month, wants to save herself. Pastor Steve Passing. She alone was free from abuse, coercion, violence, and threats. She did the work of fighting the demons that only a demon himself could have done for her. All I have done is love her, and she has loved me. Her life is now surrounded by love, laughter, and our family. This terrific chapter is forever put behind us, and we will not be making additional statements. We appreciate all the love and support we have received. We ask that you respect our privacy. We welcome our son into a world that is now safer because of
Aww.
Now, I mean, I understand all of that, but at the same time, I feel like she enjoyed it because you don't go this far without saying anything. Now you say it like years later, and it just all comes out. Like, I'm gonna be crushed with some stuff.
I was thinking, do that.
Your eyes is trouble. Hell yeah, it's trouble. Imagine